Hello and welcome to today's Rift. I'm Stormo and we're doing something a little bit different today. We are playing on the PTR. So I'm using my main Demon Hunter for this, my level 70. Just to give you guys a bit of an idea of what's available on the PTR and how it works right now. You'll notice I'm doing a lot of damage. This is partly due to upgrades, partly because I seem to do more damage on the PTR than normal. So, and I just want to show a couple of things. I'll probably do a little bit outside of the Rift as well, just for this video, so you can get a good look at what's currently going on in terms of the PTR and where we're at with it. So, hopefully that'll work out. One thing you can notice at the bottom of my screen right now is... Did I die? No, I got frozen. Okay. One thing you notice down the bottom of the screen here is that there's a new buff for Demon Hunters that shows how many sentries they have out, which is really useful. I think the same thing is happening with Witch Doctor. Is it Witch Doctor Fetishes? I don't play Witch Doctor, sorry. I can't remember, but the same thing I think is happening with them, or may have already happened with them. But yeah, basically, it lets you know how many sentries you have up now. The other thing you might notice when I kill these guys is that they will drop progress orbs. You can see that they're these purple orbs that you would normally only see in greater rifts. So that's also a new feature, and you can see how much progress we've already made through this rift because of that addition. So this will be a very quick rift because of that. So, and the fact that this character can absolutely demolish Torment 6 rifts at the moment. And I'll show a couple other changes and features as well. There's one feature that I can't remember if I mentioned it in a previous video or not, but there is one thing going on in the PTR right now that is confirmed by Blizzard to be a bug, and that is that there are no pylons in greater rifts. This apparently is a bug and not an intended change according to Blizzard. So that's just something to be aware of as we go through. Overall, it's probably not too dramatic a change at the moment. Some abilities work a bit differently. I don't think the Demon Hunters had any of the dramatic changes. Most of them have been confined to monks. I think Wizards have a few different skills too now. And I think the Witch Doctors had a couple of changes. Yeah, mostly monks are getting a bit of a change. And of course, there's the new sets and stuff. Unfortunately, the community buff that gave a 2000% bonus to legendary drop rates has been turned off now. It was available the other day when I was on the PTR when I first got on, but it's been turned off since then. So any legendaries we get, we're just going to have to rely on luck for that. I haven't seen any of the new set items yet. But hopefully we get one or two as we go through this. You might also notice my frame rate's a little bit choppy. I've noticed that the PTR frame rate, even with the same graphics settings that I normally use, is a bit lower, and I think that's just optimization or something like that. I don't believe that it's an issue. It's certainly not an issue with my graphics card, because I can fairly easily just get decent frame rates otherwise. The main thing this means I'm doing this video without vertical sync turned on, which I normally actually have turned on because I tend to get some weird issues with on-screen text if I don't have it turned on. I'm not sure why. It just the text for like items, you can see that item name there, tends to mute up a little bit. You might see it jerking around there if I have vertical sync turned off. Sorry, so yeah, so that's why I normally play with vertical sync turned on, but at the moment I'm not doing that. You'll see the frame rate drop a fair bit. So you can see it there on the money too. Actually, I have to wonder if you can see that, whether that's just an artifact in my display and whether that will actually be picked up by the video encoding. So if you can't see it, then it'll be a video encoding thing, and if you can see it, then just believe me, it's there. So I think if other things have changed. They haven't made any changes to the way blood shards work. I know they've discussed blood shards and those kind of things lately, but they haven't actually changed any of that yet. So I think what I might do is see if I can't fish for one of the new bounties as well. And we'll do that once we clear this rift and I get all my loot out of it. I'll go see if I can't show off one of the new bounties, although that could make this video a bit long because a couple of those bounties can take a while to do. So. But yeah. It's actually a fairly long rift. I've actually cleared rifts faster than this on the PTR. So. But I haven't put a huge amount of time into the PTR yet. I just thought, it's as good a time as any. Especially because I may not get time to make a video of it otherwise. So we'll go back to regular sort of progressing through the levels next week with our leveling Demon Hunter. So yeah, so we're almost through this now. And again, the progress orbs help a lot in terms of speeding up these rifts. I'm not really sure of the sort of logic behind adding progress orbs to regular rifts. It's whether it's intended as a game mechanic, because of course it hasn't actually been documented in any of the PTR patch notes yet either. So whether it's actually an intended aspect of the game, or if it's simply something you're doing for PTR, I don't actually know. So it'd be curious to find that out, because it'll certainly make farming rifts a lot quicker, which could be a good thing in the final game. It could be pretty good to have that, but whether or not that's actually what Blizzard are trying for, I don't know. So, just trying to think what other changes are. It's kind of weird because 2.2 doesn't seem to be as dramatic a set of changes as 2.1.2 was. I know they're adding, in fact, I'll show that off too. I'll show the wardrobe once we get out of here as well. Fairly close to the end of this, so you'll actually get to see town in one of these videos for a change. I know I don't normally show like town stuff, but in this case I think it's worthwhile having a look at. So yeah, so not too much longer to go. Yeah, this rift's actually taken a bit longer than most of my rifts on the PTR I've taken. I've only done a few so far. I think you see my level is like 335, where it's like 330 or so on live. So actually no, it's like 338 on live because I did some grips the other night. So yeah. Anyway, we're really there. Just a few more, and we should be. Oh, just a regular treasure bomb. There are apparently some new types of goblin in 2.2.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Let's back up this way. And you'll notice that the Rift Guardian will now appear on the minimap regardless of how far away you are from it too, which solves that problem you could sometimes have where you didn't know exactly where to go to get it. This won't be a difficult So yeah. So that's the Rift Guardian over and done with, and legendary chest armor and Forgotten Soul and all that. So I'll just grab all these. And you can probably see there that I picked up some crafting materials and it automatically picked up other crafting materials of the same type. That's a new feature on the PTR. So we'll head back to town and I will do my identification of that legendary here. I don't think it's a new legendary. That looks like one that's already available. Yeah, it's just a chainmail. So nothing particularly exciting there. Oh, one new feature though is when you turn in the Rift quest, the Rift now closes immediately instead of the 30-second wait. So, over here is the wardrobe feature. I haven't actually done anything with this. I actually have wings in my inventory that I could put into here, I guess. Wings, pets, portrait frames. You can select any of the portrait frames you've unlocked, so you can go back to like the normal one or one of the Paragon ones. Any of the Paragon ones you've unlocked. You'll notice that the normal one doesn't have the banner underneath for the Paragon level like the other ones do, so I'll go back to my really ostentatious ones. There's also a thing called penance, which I don't actually know what those are about yet. So yeah. I won't worry about clearing my inventory out. Instead what I will do is I'll head into Act 1 and see if I can't find Templar Inquisition's one of the new ones. Just see if there's any of the other new ones.
Did you forget to eat?
Actually, no, you know what? We'll do Templar Inquisition, because that's one of the new bounties. So we'll head over here, and I'll just do this one bounty, and then we'll finish the video. But this could take a little while. And yeah, I think I said the other day this happened in Fields of Misery. It's actually the Weeping Hollow where this particular video happens. So on the map there'll be 3 places I have to go, and they don't show up on the minimap because this is a bounty and that's how bounties work. So I'll try and do this fairly quickly. I believe there are random positions. There's no set positions for where they can spawn. So, but yeah, we'll try and get through this fairly quickly. You'll know when we're close because the enemies will have circles around them. Because when you get near one, you have to clear a group of enemies before you can actually rescue the villager that you've got to save. So. get these guys, or I'm trying to match stuff up. And we'll try and get... the last time I did this, there was one up around here, but so I'm just going to have to cover most of this map just to get through. So I'm not going to worry about doing that bonus chest. It's not worth it. So I want to get through this fairly quickly. And I only really want to show the bounties. We all know how cursed chests work, and they haven't changed so far in PTR as far as I know. So you've just basically got to work your way through the map and find all the things. And as you do with normal bounties, really, this is a bit different because there's more of a variety to it. It's a bit different to how normal bounties. Normally bounties like kill the dude or do the cursed chest event or whatever. Sometimes do the events like the farm events and stuff like that as well. But yeah, it'd be nice if they show up though. So I'm just going to sort of work my way back and forth across the map as I find them. I presume that there's only a certain number of set locations that they can spawn in. Head up here. So we'll eventually come across them. There's 3 to do. So we'll eventually come across all 3 of them. I believe also, and this also gives me a chance to sort of farm for any of the new legendaries that can drop on Torment 6 or better.
Hatred to do that.
I thought about adding a Greater Rift into this video, but the reason I'm not going to do that is because of that bug with the pylons is not actually a feature of Greater Rift. So here we go. This is what I'm talking about with this bounty. So I have to clear all these enemies out that are surrounding this guy. The conceit is basically Templars. A Templar has been going around capturing villages, and you have to free the villages because Templars are, as is revealed in Reaper of Souls, pretty fanatic about what they do. So yeah, you just got to go for that, and then the villager will hop through a portal and get back to town. I kind of like they've done it that way, like the villager just doesn't despawn or run off in a direction. There's actually a portal that opens and he goes back to town. So got a legendary there, so let's take a look at that in a moment. Let's see if we can't find the other 2. And this is the Weeping Hollow, of course, which is the one that ends with the graveyard at the end of it. So I'll come back down. I heard a goblin there. Yeah, so I'll grab this goblin. Just a standard treasure goblin. Nothing particularly exciting unless he opens a portal, which he probably won't, knowing my luck, because they never do. So I'm just going to run off. I've got a champion on there too, so I'll try and get the goblin before I get the champion. Look at that. Goblins are so much easier to kill now that they don't, like normally you can interrupt them once, but now you can interrupt them more than once. Wow, he dropped a lot there. I'm not going to get any of that up. So, let's see if there's any. Yep, up here is the second one, so we'll get this guy out of the way. There we go. Torture Villager. And now we have to find the third one, which probably, I don't think he'll be back this far. So we'll probably have to go back down the other side of the map to find him. They do spawn in different locations. I think these are different to the locations. I think there's a bit of a visual glitch there. Looks like the map segment hadn't loaded. Just grab all of that too on here. So yeah, somewhere in this middle part of the map that we haven't covered yet will be hopefully the third one. And yeah, the monsters involved will spawn on the map. Looks like it's going to be there. So just, it could be up over there. There's 2 places it could be. I'm going to head to one of them. No, it's not there. Okay, so it'll be up over the other side then. So do a bit of a run. Try and use all my bolts. So see how that goes. The other thing you'll notice as I'm doing this too is, that there's no health potions dropping, and that's because health potions have been removed again. The way the system works now is that your potion slot on your toolbar has basically a default health potion, and then the rest of those potions come up later. Here we go, the third one's right next to the other one. Oh well. All that running around for nothing. Well, you got to see it anyway, so. And once this is done, it'll completely should. I don't think I have to find anything last time I did this. So, kill those guys. So, kill for this. I brought a whole bunch of extra enemies on myself there. So is fun. Anyway, release this guy, and bounty complete. So that's one of the new bounties, among various other things. I will head back to town. There's not much else to show, really. I mean, there probably is, but not much else I can show within the confines of this video. So I'll just check what that legendary was that we picked up. It's actually a bow. So, see what that is. It's a wind force. I always get wind forces for some reason. And yeah, that's about all for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.